Something truly fascinating is happening in Turkish volleyball right now. Since Indonesian star Megawati Hangestri officially joined Manisa BBSK, the club's social media pages have turned into something you wouldn't expect. Suddenly, Turkish locals, who used to dominate the comment sections, seem to have disappeared. But why is this happening? And how did one player create such a shift in online culture? Let's dive into the phenomenon now known as the Megawati effect. When Manisa BBSK announced Megawati's signing, it wasn't just a transfer, it was the beginning of a digital takeover. Within hours of the announcement, Indonesian fans stormed the club's Instagram and YouTube pages. Every post, every reel, and every story was flooded with support from Indonesia. This isn't surprising when you consider that Megawati isn't just a player. She's a superstar back home. Volleyball in Indonesia has exploded in popularity, and Megawati is one of the biggest names driving that passion. The effect was immediate and measurable. Manisa's follower count skyrocketed. Reports show the club gained tens of thousands of new followers within weeks, most of them from Indonesia. The algorithm then kicked in. Platforms like Instagram and YouTube prioritize engagement. So when Indonesian fans commented in the thousands, their voices pushed to the top of every feed. For Turkish fans, it suddenly looked like they had been drowned out, or, as some said, they had disappeared from their own club's page. The club itself quickly realized what was happening. Manisa even posted a reel thanking the people of Indonesia for their overwhelming support. That acknowledgement shows how much the fan base dynamics had changed. What once was a local Turkish team account has now become a global hub for Indonesian volleyball fans. And here's the funny part, this cycle feeds itself. The more Manisa posts about Megawati, the more Indonesian fans react. The more they react, the more the algorithm boosts those comments. And the more visible they become, the less we see of the local Turkish voices. It's a perfect storm of fandom, digital media, and sports culture colliding in one unique moment. Of course, Turkish fans haven't really disappeared. They're still there, but their numbers and engagement can't match the sheer force of Indonesian support. Once the season kicks in and Manisa faces Turkish rivals, local fans may become louder again. But for now, Manisa BBSK's online world belongs to Megawati and her global army of followers. Indonesian support has followed Megawati everywhere she's played, and it was already very visible when she joined Daejeon Jungkwanjang Red Sparks in South Korea. When Red Sparks announced her signing for the 2023-24 Korean V-League season, their social media exploded in exactly the same way we're now seeing with Manisa BBSK. Thousands of Indonesian fans swarmed the team's Instagram and YouTube channels, sending messages of encouragement, sharing highlight reels, and turning every comment section into a wall of red and white Indonesian flags. The phenomenon was so strong that Korean media outlets picked up the story. Articles noted how Red Sparks suddenly gained an international following, with Indonesian fans making up a massive chunk of their new engagement. At matches in Korea, you could even hear chants and see banners brought in by Indonesian students and workers living there. Something unusual for a Korean volleyball league game. The Indonesian invasion, as some sports blogs jokingly called it, boosted Red Sparks' visibility outside South Korea. Their highlight clips featuring Megawati consistently drew higher numbers than videos without her. proving the fan base wasn't just present, but actively shaping the club's online reach. So by the time she moved to Turkey, the pattern was already clear. Wherever Megawati goes, Indonesia follows. The difference with Manisa BBSK is that the club was relatively small and local in its online footprint compared to Red Sparks. That's why the Indonesian fan surge feels even more dramatic now, because it completely dwarfed the Turkish presence, creating the illusion that locals disappeared. In her first friendly match on 29 August 2025 against Altınordu, Megawati started and delivered strongly. Her powerful serves, including consecutive service aces and open attacks, helped Manisa secure a convincing 4-0 win. Analysts in the report described her as Andalan, or main weapon, immediately making an impact in Turkey. So what we're seeing is bigger than just volleyball. It's the power of fandom in the digital age. One player, one signing, and suddenly an entire club's identity online feels transformed. That is the Megawati effect. And it's a phenomenon we'll be talking about for a long time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating stories of world volleyball.